This is another one of our Introduction to Electromatic Applicator videos. This is the standard electromatic applicator that we've been talking about throughout this series. And of its many important features, in addition to just having one moving part, one of the best features is that you can simply remove this back nut and push the fluid section out of the applicator and replace it with another ready-to-go fluid section. All the parts that actually do the control of the adhesive, which comes in this end and dispenses out this end, are in this little module. You can stop these modules. If something happens to an applicator, just get another one, push it in the applicator, and put the nut back on, torque down the nut, and you've completely rebuilt all the moving parts, all the wetted parts of the applicator. Very simple, very straightforward. This is an exploded view of the inside and everything of the gun. The fluid section is made up of these parts here. There is a fluid body, which is a stainless steel tube with a threaded inlet fitting. Into that goes the plunger, which is also a stainless steel part. Most plungers have a carbide tip on the end to maximize their service life. In the end of the plunger, there's a spring that pushes the plunger away from the back of the fluid body. There's a tip adapter which screws into the fluid body and holds these parts together. The tip adapter is where the seat screws into. The tip adapter allows flexibility in different seat configurations and things like that. It also allows the seat to be an easily changed part. The seat's another stainless steel part, and the point of the plunger impacts on the seating hole in the seat. For the dispensing part, then there finally out here is the fluid tip that does two things. One, it has a controlled size orifice in it, which helps control the amount of fluid that's being dispensed at any given pressure. The other thing is, by being a small, true round hole, it concentrates and forms the stream of adhesive into a defined stream rather than just kind of a haphazard random stream. And then finally there's a lock nut that attaches the nozzle tip to the seat and the tip adapter. To make all this happen, we need the coil. And to support the coil, we need these other parts. The front of the gun is just a housing to help align all the mechanical parts and hold the fluid body perpendicular to the rest of the parts. There's a flux washer, which helps be part of the magnetic field path, because the electromatic applicator is operated by a magnetic field pulling this plunger back off the seat, causing the fluid to flow. There's the coil, which is in the middle of this whole thing. And then finally there's the coil housing out here. Now the coil housing covers it all up, but the coil housing's real function is to complete that magnetic circuit again. There'll be another video that talks about the magnetic circuit and how all that works. And then finally out here, there's the nut that holds the whole thing together. This is all there is to the gun. It's very simple, it's very basic. But the most important thing is that this module right here, the fluid section, can be interchanged simply by removing this nut and pushing it out, and then you've rebuilt the gun. Keeps it simple, keeps it fast. Thank you.